Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students. How are you all today?
Morning, I am
Morning.
Miss.
Who is absent today?
All
Not me.
student present today.
Aditya, Miss.
Adit?
Always.
Nihil.
Nihil? Are you sure? Where is Faiza? Where is Faiza? Faiza?
Yes, me.
Okay. Adit?
Present, ma'am.
She's not.
Coming. Okay, thank you. Nihil ya? Nihil.
Yes,
Present.
Yes, Nihil present.
Good. Well, students.
Masuk semuanya, Mek.
Okay. Well, before we start our lesson today, so let's open our lesson by praying together. So here I need someone to lead pray. Who will help me? Lukman, maybe.
Okay, guys. Before we start study about the major today, let's pray together. Praying. Finish.
Thank you, Lukman.
You are welcome, Miss.
Are you ready to study English today with me?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay, good. Before I start our lesson today, so I'd like to ask you, did you still remember our material lesson? Did you?
No.
Yeah, but
No?
No,
No.
ma'am.
Okay.
I can't remember, Miss.
Okay.
I didn't come to the class last week, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Well, last meeting, we have learned about equal type 1, you know. Equal type 1.
Pardon me,
In
ma'am?
the last,
I can hear you.
okay, in the last meeting, we have learned about the conditional sentence type 1. Type 1.
Oh, conditional.
Yeah. I
Oh,
see.
yes.
Okay.
Yes. I remember
Yeah.
it.
Conditional sentence type 1. Okay, so I'd like to ask you, Ace, can you
Yes.
answer my question, Ace? Have you ever imagined something, Ace? Have you ever imagined something?
Yeah. Yes, I have. I imagine when I was child, maybe.
Imagine?
Yeah, imagine.
Okay. Yes. How about the others? Have you ever imagined something?
Yes, I have.
yes,
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 I
I
have.
have.
I have that
Yes.
if I a president,
Oh.
Novi,
if I should be,
what is your imagination, Novi?
if I to be a president, Miss.
Okay, so what will you do if you were a president?
I will
Study personal, maybe.
shopping a lot.
I will drive the country.
travel around the world.
Okay, Novi say that if she didn't, she will around the world. Like this, Novi, that is your imagination?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Sinta, how about you, Sinta? I'd like to ask you, what will you do if you have much money?
Wow.
Wow.
Great. I really love
Yes.
it.
What will you do, Sinta?
Well, if I have a lot of money, I will travel around the world. I will
Yes.
eat a lot. I will I will have a good a big house. I will
Wow.
have. I
Penthouse.
will shopping a lot.
Yeah.
I will shopping a
Wow.
lot.
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
Can you take with
Sia.
me?
Okay, Sia. Can you hear about the
Yes.
syntax? Uh, can you
Yes.
hear about the syntax answer?
Yes.
Dua hari nggak tidur.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Sinta answers. Yeah.
Kalau
Sinta
weekend aja
answers that
main
if she have much money, she will a big house. So maybe you
Okay.
can. Maybe you can give her a suggestion. Uh,
Yeah.
if she has much money, she will a big house. So
It
maybe
must
you have.
be, yeah, it must be verb. So if I have much money, I will buy a big house. It
A
must
big
be
house.
verb one after model.
This is the conditional.
No.
If
Okay. Thank you.
the
Thank you
clause
for your answer. Thank you.
conditional
Uh,
sentence.
Yeah.
Adit, coba Adit. Adit, can you hear
Yes,
Sinta's
ma'am.
answer? Adit,
Pardon, ma'am.
can you hear Sinta's answers?
I guess if I have much money, I suggest to Sinta to buy maybe some
Yes.
new Ferrari, maybe
Hmm?
a sport car, ma'am. Buy a sport car, maybe
So you suggest
sport
her.
car. Yes,
You suggest her if she has much money, she she must. Can you repeat your answer, Adit?
maybe she can buy a new sport car and like Lamborghini, Ferrari, and so much.
Wow, wow,
Wow.
wow,
That's
wow.
strong.
Nasi photoshoot
Buy a
maybe.
Yeah.
Raffi Ahmad, maybe.
Okay. Thank you for Sinta. Can you hear
Yes.
Adit's suggestion?
I did say that I must buy a car. Is it true?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it true, Adit?
Yes, sport car, maybe.
How about you, Isda? Isda, maybe you can give Sintas or Lukman a suggestion if he or she has
A lot of
much
money.
money.
Uh, if you have much money, you should spend for something important. For example, keep it for your education or for your future. Just like that.
Okay, thank you, Isda, for your suggestion to Lukman. So, Lukman, your friend say that if you have much money, you should spend your money for important things like for education and for something important. I mean. Okay, thank you, Isda.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you still with me, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I like that you are not speaking today, so let's. I will give you ice breaking to grow up your motivations, your spirit in this lesson. The ice breaking is up and down. Do you know what is the meaning of up?
Up is up.
Atas.
Up,
Up,
Atas.
up,
up,
Yes.
down,
down.
down,
Down.
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 Bawah.
Okay. Yeah,
Naik turun,
yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, good.
Naik turun.
Yang naik, oke. Naik
Naik turun, ma'am.
yang naik tuh in this case,
It's
yang naik tuh
daddy.
your hand.
Oh yeah, hand. Like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Oh.
It must be funny.
I think my body. Okay. Okay.
Your hand.
Oh, yes, hand.
Yes, ma'am.
If I say up, you have to raise your hand up.
Oke.
And
Okay.
but before that, I will give you if I say hello, you have to respond by hey, and if I say hey, you have to respond hello. It is good for you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I got it,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Well, you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Up,
Up.
Up.
down,
Down.
Down.
down,
Down.
down, down, up,
Down.
Up.
down, up,
Up.
down,
Down.
Down.
up, down, down.
Up.
Up. Down. Down.
Down. Down.
Ayo, thank you. Lu ada semua nih with you guys.
Up,
Up,
down,
down,
down.
down.
Up.
Up.
Down. Down.
Down.
Up and down.
Okay, students, in this time, we are going to discuss about conditional sentence. In our class, especially of 12th grade, the conditional sentence followed by citizen and imperative. Do you know what is the meaning of citizen?
Yes.
What is the meaning of citizen?
Saran.
Saran. What is the meaning of imperative?
Perintah.
Perintah.
Okay, I will tell you. Conditional sentence. Can someone know what meaning?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Your voice.
What is the difference between suggestion and imperative?
Suggestion is suggest. If you want to suggest someone, an imperative when we will ask someone to do something.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, I will.
Ini tadi tuh Canva yang ini tuh. Ini kan.
Oh, can you see my material?
No, I haven't.
No.
In process,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
In process.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
I've got it.
Okay. Our lesson today, we are going to discuss is clause followed by suggestion and imperative. Okay. I need someone to help me to read about the tujuan pembelajarannya. Coba minta tolong.
Can I,
need
Miss?
someone to help. Okay, please.
Oke. Tujuan pembelajaran menganalisis beberapa contoh interaksi pengandaian diikuti oleh perintah atau saran yang diperagakan dengan ucapan dan tekanan kata yang benar. Lalu berikutnya menganalisis ungkapan pengandaian dengan saran dari contoh-contoh yang ada, dilihat dari sisi dan cara pengungkapannya. And the third, menganalisis fungsi sosial, struktur teks, unsur kebahasaan yang digunakan dalam interaksi yang dipelajari. The fourth is memainkan tindakan komunikatif terkait interaksi. And the last one is memainkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait pengandaian. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, that are our aims in this lesson. And then, what is conditional sentence? Someone can help me? Somebody help me?
Yes.
To read? Okay.
To read?
Okay.
Can I?
Yes.
Okay. The conditional sentences is the sentences to express a condition. A condition is something that can only happen if something else occurs. There are two clauses of a conditional sentences. A clause can be replaced by suggestions and imperative statement.
Okay, thank you. Lukman ya?
Yes, my name is Lukman.
Okay, thank you. Well, students, do you know if we will give someone suggestion, so usually we need some special words. Someone can mention? Like, it's just say that should, tadi menggunakan should. Yeah, another way, if we want to give suggestion to others, so we can use, what something can we use?
Can I, Miss?
Yes, in that.
Maybe we can use must.
Must, okay.
Yeah.
And then suggestion. We can use should, must, and then the others. What else?
Would.
You have to. Have to.
Would.
Have to.
Harus, have to, harus.
Oh
Shall.
yeah.
How about shall? Shall.
Yeah, should. Of course, we use should.
Shall.
Show, ma'am. Show.
Shall,
Shall.
shall. Okay. I'll give you a one sentence. If Lukman miss Ida, why don't you call her? In my sentence, so have attention with my sentence. If Lukman misses Ida, why don't he call Ida? So if we want to give a suggestion, we can use.
Waktunya habis, Ibu.
Can you attention?
Time is up, ma'am.
Thank you, students, because time is over. So I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for the participation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oh my God, macan.
Perhaps I will try to deliver the feedback in English. Yeah, I hope that all of you in here, Bapak Ibu, can understand me well. If you have difficulties in understanding my words, you can make a confirmation about it. Okay. Yeah. So in order to us, to be familiar with the English in the class situation, so I have to do so. Okay, Bapak Ibu, Ibu-Ibu for the time. Yeah, Ibu Zuwariyah and Ibu Rosi, correct? Okay, so first for Ibu Zuwariyah, I have a question for you before I go to the feedback. So that this lesson, today's lesson is it your second meeting or your first meeting of the lesson plan?
First meeting.
Okay, so this one is the first meeting, and if the meeting is the first meeting, based on the lesson plan, the thing that I didn't see from your performance today is the text that you have to present to the students, because the younger text-based atau the text-based learning, it requires the authentic text to be learned together in class. So you miss one crucial thing, that is the text. So the context of the if I'm not mistaken, that you are discussing the aspect of grammar, that is conditional if, and then it will be great if the grammar it is embedded in a text. So students can contextualize the use of the grammar in a certain context. You can use such a dialogue text. It is okay to use a dialogue text. So in a dialogue between A, B or C speakers, so they can see and comprehend by themselves that, oh, the conditional if you are going to express something that it doesn't happen, or the thing is in imagination, so you can use conditional if. If you have a depend something, some event, some activities into another event, you also can use conditional if. Okay, and to show the conditional if, You can use several dialogue to show there is there are there are kinds of conditional if, that is the first one, the second, the third, and the fourth, yeah, in a context of dialogue. So you just and you don't ask students to answer the question what is conditional if and what would you do with conditional if. No, because this is a text based, younger based, ya ibu, bapak ibu. Remember that you have to provide the authentic text for each lesson. Begitu ya Ibu Zuairia. And then that is my suggestion. And I have the next question for you is about, can you explain to us about this conditional if in a simple way, kira-kira? What do you think about it, Ibu Zuairia? Okay, I want to know your understanding about this kind of conditional if. Could you please tell us, explain us, yeah, in your own way, conditional if?
The kinds of conditional sentences.
Yeah, conditional sentence atau conditional if, it is familiar.
Okay, conditional, in my opinion, conditional sentence, there are conditional sentence type 1, future possible, conditional sentence type 2, present unreal, conditional sentence type 3, past unreal, and in the 12th grade, conditional sentence followed by suggestion, imperative, reminder, and wish. Like that, sir.
Okay, so do you know why this sentence is called by a conditional sentence, Ibu?
Because the sentence is imagination.
Because the sentence is in imagination?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Thank you, Ibu Zuairia. That's great. So the thing is, okay, so based on the text base again, yeah. Okay, so if you start from the text, you can comprehend the conditional sentence based on the text. Okay, so many texts provide about the conditional sentence. It provide with the two conditions. Okay, biasanya begitu. So there are two conditions at least. Condition A and condition B. So condition A if the condition A happen, the result is condition B. That's why this sentence is called conditional sentence. So if I had $1 million, I would buy you a car. I would buy you a house. Then we have one condition. If I had $1 million, I would buy you a car. Second condition. The first condition result in the second condition. So that's why this sentence is called by a conditional sentence. Begitu ya, Ibu Zuairia. And then next, the pattern of the sentence that I use. Okay, if you can notice, yeah, Ibu Zuairia. If I had $1 million, if I had, I am using I had rather than I have. What does it mean?
Can you repeat again, sir?
Yeah, if I had $1 billion, yeah, I use the pattern if I had $1 million, yeah, rather than if I have $1 million.
Okay, in the first sentence, if I have $1 million, a conditional sentence in present, and if I had $1 million, conditional sentence in the past.
Yeah, that's great.
That,
yeah.
It means that in the second sentence, what is it? Present unreal. Tidak sesuai dengan kenyataan yang ada, Pak.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great, Ibu. Yeah, you are correct. So, yeah, I used I had $1 million rather than I have. Yeah, I use a past form rather than the present form of the sentence, in the sentence to show that the condition is unreal. So now we can conclude from the statement that is, if we use a past form in the context of present, it means that the situation is in imagination, it is unreal, it is a fake situation. Makanya, so the conditional if tipe type 3 and type 4, it is use a past form. Begitu ya, Ibu? Makanya that the condition is unreal. If I had $1 million, if I have $1 million, I would not. Kalau itu baru real ya, Bu. If I have $1 million, I keep it by myself. Nah,
tadinya di sini saya mau explain about conditional sentence plus conditional sentence followed by suggestion. So I can explain about the type of condition type 1, type 2, and type 3.
No. Okay, it's not about the conditional sentence and suggestion. The point is, that you need to provide the context of the material in a form of text. Okay, and you didn't do that. Seperti itu. So if you provide the text, the student will be easy for the student to comprehend the material in the context of the text. Okay,
sir. Thank you, sir.
That's my suggestion. Another thing is for Bu Rosi and Bu Zuwairia as well, it's about the ice breaking, Ibu.
Okay.
So the ice breaking is not a mandatory activity in a learning, Bapak Ibu. Okay, so you don't have to use the ice breaking in every activity in your class, because if you do so, this kind of activity this word is used if only. Okay, so there is a condition. If only student, you see that the student feel like demotivated and something. Ketika di awal tadi, so you can imagine if the class start at 8, or at 9. I think that student still fresh as well as you. So this kind of ice breaking is necessary. Okay, when the learning process is on progress, like after the material is given and then there are discussions and activities and etc., and you saw that student felt like demotivated and something, tiring and something, you can use ice breaking to motivate the student. Begitu ya, Ibu. So you don't have to use this kind of ice breaking. And also the kind of ice breaking you choose, I'm sorry to say, Ibu Rosi, can that imagine that the student feel confused with the material, and then you give another ice breaking that make them to think again about the tadi itu saya juga ini harus menambah stres.
Maaf, tadi saya mau ice breakingnya itu pakai nearport, itu udah saya siapin berupa time to climb di nearport, tapi karena mengingat waktunya 15 menit, khawatirnya nearpotnya lama dibukanya gitu Pak, jadi saya switch ke ice breaking yang lain gitu. Tadinya udah saya siapin di nearport Pak.
Okay, it's okay, Ibu. It just discussion. So next time, please consider about the things that ice breaking when you have to use this kind of ice breaking.
Okay.
Gitu ya. And what kind of ice breaking will you use for the activity?
Thank you, sir.
Gitu mungkin untuk Ibu Rosi dan Ibu Zuwairia. And then Yang paling penting tadi ujung teks otentik ya. Oke, and then Ibu Rosi, I think that's all for Ibu Zuwaria. Ibu Rosi, the first thing is when you are checking the attendance list. Yeah, have you mentioned that Aditya is absent?
No.
No.
Because his friends tell that Aditya is absent.
And then so Aditya is absent. So okay, so we consider Aditya is absent, and then the next you are calling Aditya again. Okay, so it confused me. Jadi ini absen kok tiba-tiba hadir begitu, Bu?
Maybe Aditya
Invisible man.
maybe Aditya
another
decided
Aditya ya itu.
to attend my class, maybe, sir.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
So
he's late.
yeah, she was late.
Maybe he was late. Going to
He was
canteen,
late,
maybe,
right?
I don't
Oh,
know.
begitu ya, di ke kantin. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, begitu Bu. And then so as well as Ibu Zuwaria, Ibu Rosi, the use of the authentic text. Yeah. So before you have what is it? Tadi itu sudah join construction ya. Tapi sebelum join construction, you can use modeling first. Not like that. All of a sudden you ask student about how to get blah 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 gitu. So from the expression of the students here, basically that they are experienced enough to show to answer the question. They felt shocked. Nah, imagine if that happened to your real student, Ibu. So perhaps the response of the student will not that good as you expected. Bisa dipahami begitu ya, Bu. Okay, so you don't do like all of sudden ask about something that you have not the modeling earlier. Okay, in the Younger-based analysis, Younger-based approach begitu. So you have to building knowledge first, and then after you have building knowledge, you show the authentic text and modeling the text. Now after that, you can do like an activities of the text regarding the text and the topic or material for the lesson. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all for me, Ibu Zuwaria and Ibu Rosi. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Okay. This Bu Ati.
Thank you, Pak Anam. Well, yes, before I give some notes for Bu Zuwaria and Bu Rosi, I need Pak Anam know that Pak Anam, I suggest and recommend Bapak Ibu to have ice breaking because I always consider that for the first time they deliver the lesson, I think they will get a kind of nervous feeling, and then it is a kind of my strategy to what we call it to arm Bapak Ibu to reduce the tense of the students, because when the class is recorded, the psychological condition will be very different. So that's why I recommend Bapak Ibu to have ice breaking when they want to start their class. That's my consideration. So I think Bapak Ibu hopefully will understand what is my purpose to ask you to have ice breaking before you have your class. Okay, because when your class is recorded, the situation, the psychological condition will be very different. Okay, so ice breaking, it is a kind of strategy to reduce your students' tense, and then for you yourself also to what we call it, to reduce your nervous feeling, something like that. Okay, and I will give feedback for Ibu Zuwaria first. Okay, deep down in my heart, I also felt that about your lesson about if clause, right? I just wonder, probably because you forgot to mention that the material of the lesson you deliver was about if clause, but you you didn't mention what kind of type the condition, right? The if condition. And then Pak Anam has given you a lot feedbacks about the theory about if clause, and I do really suggest Bu Zuwariah to read again and to deepen your theory about if clause. Especially, you must differentiate between first type, second type, and the third type, and also for the type of subjunctive. Okay, so the student will not be confused. And then wait, in minus also written what kind of type the if clause that you have delivered to the students. You have no PowerPoint, Ibu? You have no PowerPoint, Bu Zuwariah?
Any ada Bu?
I see. Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah. Because I just wonder you what we call it. You explain some minutes about if clause before you do ice breaking. I suggest you to give ice breaking first, and then you come to the theory of if clause. Okay. So please notice the stages. Notice the stages. Okay. So your students will not be shocked. And then please notice your pronunciation again, Bapak Ibu ya. The word suggestion, you often said suggestion, right? Bapak Ibu probably often forget to say this word, yeah. And then okay, please choose if you plan to have ice breaking. Please choose ice breaking that is up to date, right? You can find on YouTube there are so many news version of ice breaking that are very interesting, attractive, and funny. Okay, because the purpose of having ice breaking is to make the students feeling fun, right? So they don't need to think serious. They don't need to feel stressful. Okay, us speaking like hello, hi, something like that is very old. It's very old, so don't use that again. Okay. Okay. Yes. When you have interactive activities with your students, I suggest you to have interactive media, so the students will understand what you are going to do and what you are reading and what you are asking to the students. So you have your own instruction and the students see what you are going to instruct. Okay, so please use interactive media. We have a lot of interactive media, just like collaborative board from Nearpod, and then we also have Jamboard from Google Book for Education, and then we also have Google Doc, right? So please use one of them. It really depends on your taste and your style to teach the students. Okay, so please Bapak Ibu never forget when you ask the students to interact with you, there must be what we call it, the material of the lesson on the slides, or the students what we call it have their own handout, so they can see, they can read what they are going to do. Okay, so they will not just listen to you. Okay, because it is very difficult for the students to understand what you are saying, especially in English, while they have no handout, right? Okay. For Bu Zuwariah pronunciation and then grammatical error, Bapak Ibu, when you speak in English, please notice that. And then I need you to have various or variative media to communicate with your students. Okay, Bu Zuwariah, hopefully that your class will be more lively and cheerful, and you haven't delivered your main activities, assessment, and closing. I hope that later in your what we call it, when you practice in the real class, you will have great stages, every stage, you will have great every stage in your lesson in the class, okay?